Should I start over?
No.
My screen keeps timing out. So I think maybe it's timing out because it's connected to Windows. So let me just connect it from the window.
You're tuning in to Naijha Speaks and DivaYogi and Black Bed Society. It's World Vegan Month, and we are veganizing your Michelle's favorite holiday dishes. And here she is, DivaYogi. We cooking it up in the kitchen. I don't know if you saw the steam coming up or the steam was coming up, but it's her show right now. So hope you're tuning in because I'm hungry. I've been here. How long have I been here? Since 10:30, and we've been cooking up. I see, like, you know what? What you want me to do? I'm the sous chef in this space.
So, sous chef, welcome to my kitchen. I'm so happy you're here. We are making a series of dishes, right? So, first of all, I would like to say thank you for coming. Also, when I'm cooking in the kitchen, things are wild and crazy, and so we are right on brand right now. I have a selection of some of my favorite things. So one, a lentil loaf. Two, a mac and cheese featuring potatoes and carrots. We also have a cranberry sauce and mashed potatoes. And the reason why I chose these items is because a lot of times people really don't know what to make for their meal for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and especially if it's an integrated audience. So our family makes anything that can be vegan into vegan. So the mashed potatoes, the yams, the greens, all that stuff is vegan. Macaroni and cheese, vegan. I will admit, we do have 2 macaroni and cheeses, but everything else, like, we all eat the vegan mashed potatoes. We all eat the, cranberry sauce is automatically vegan. So easy to make cranberry sauce. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to do that today. If you hear fussing in the back, it's not a baby that I'm ignoring. It is my cat. She is 20 years old and ornery, okay? And we are animal lovers, so we're gonna respect Miss Cat.
The cat is so beautiful. I was so happy to meet the cat. To find the cat that was making that beautiful noise in the sound. Just
beautiful. She called it.
Just getting some attention.
That's right, cat. That's right. So we're gonna start with the cranberry sauce because I want to get that rolling. Literally, so easy. When you go to the Sam's, if you shop at Sam's, I think I threw the bag out already, but they have a big bag, 3 pounds for like $5 or something. It might be less than that. And your recipe is going to be 1 part of each. So 1 part sugar, 1 part water, and then 1 part cranberries. So
I can use any sugar. Or you recommend special?
I use raw sugar. Again, I shop at Sam's Club, even though we don't have a lot of people living in our house right now. We have a lot of people visiting. So we keep a Sam's membership. This big bag of sugar is like $8. Which if you've ever bought the small one is like $5, and you get like a quarter of it. So the raw sugar. We're over here. We have the cranberries, 3 pounds of cranberries, all already in the pots. I have your 3 cups of water. Just dump that in. And 3 cups of sugar. Now, I put a little less than 3 cups of sugar because we don't really need all that sugar. So I put like 2, and then a little dab. You don't need 3 full cups of sugar. That's a lot. Then you just let that sit and turn it on and bring it to a simmer. Once it starts to simmer, you turn it off. Now, from that point, if you are done, if you want extra chunky cranberry sauce, then you just leave it at that. Otherwise, you can blend it in a Vitamix, which I like to do. Because you like the smooth.
The smoothiness, yes.
Right.
I've been doing that recently with especially foods and sauces and stuff like that, using the Vitamix. Very powerful piece of equipment.
Yes, it's totally worth the investment, but if you have to, work up to it. You know what I mean? But you will keep a Vitamix forever. In fact, fun fact, it's not fun because you got to work. But when say you got kids using your Vitamix, they might break it, or people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, people in the restaurant, we replace several times.
These are very expensive, hundreds of dollars for this. You can just buy the bottom and get the wrench and change the mechanical piece out of it and make it last much longer. It's actually $100 for the blade, but it's half the price of the container.
Okay.
So you save money that way. I just had to do that recently. Look on YouTube how to do it. Now, the next thing we're going to make is the macaroni. We need that started. So we have the Italian macaroni. I usually try to buy the Italian, the stuff made in Italy, because supposedly their flour is better than ours.
Supposedly.
Small chef. Right. So, actually, I'm going to, because I've run out of pots here.
She's just so busy. Look, put in the comments whether you're tuning into the DivaYogi Live. What's your favorite holiday dishes? If you're tuning in and Naijha Speaks from whatever platform, what are your favorite holiday dishes? And are you plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, whatever? Don't care about the label. What are your favorite dishes? And have you had them veganized? You like them veganized? Please, what are your plans for the holidays? It's World Vegan Month, and the holiday, Thanksgiving, or whatever holiday you're celebrating this month, falls within World Vegan Month, and we're trying to educate our community on how to veganize some of their favorite holiday dishes. So the number one question is, what are you going to eat for Thanksgiving as a vegan? We're going to eat food just like you.
Like you. Believe it or not, not just twig.
Yeah. And lentils, let me show you. Lentils, where do you get your protein? Lentils. Lots of protein in lentils. And they're cheap. And they're cheap. Thank you. So it's not expensive. Oh, vegan is so expensive. No, the lentils are even affordable. When we say accessible, people have access to grocery store or natural food store near them. They can be accessible, but no, they sell them like at the regular supermarkets, right? Giant and Safeway and what other places are? Trader Joe's.
You talking about like
shopping? Yeah, where people shopping?
So here's the lentils. Those $1.99. They used to be 99 cents.
Well, we already know inflation 50%.
Yeah. And so, and one serving is 13 servings in here, and as a quarter cup dry, is one serving, and the amount of protein is 8 grams in one serving. And then you have your fiber. Iron is really high in iron, 15% iron, all of that. So, and they're very easy. Lentils are the easiest beans to cook.
I love all the lentils: red, yellow, green, brown. There's so many different colored lentils.
Yes, absolutely. So with the macaroni, I have the water boiling for the macaroni. Usually, I will cut up the potatoes and the carrots and start preparing everything. And by the time everything is prepared, everything is ready to go. So I'm going to put the potatoes and the carrots into the blender.
Oh, wow. I've never seen this before.
And full transparency, there might be a little bit of a toasty flavor to this because I had boiled the water out.
You know what? I see this is why I go on like she's telling all the business.
But let me tell you, I think it's important to share this because if you think that you've ruined your stuff, you didn't. Right? It might be a little toasty, and if it's brown, if it's black, no. But if it's brown toasty, then it will add a richness to your sauce.
Yeah, I like toasty.
Yeah, a little toasty, little richness.
Toasty. Yeah. Yes, toasty is not bad.
because you don't want to waste your food, right? So then you put some nutritional yeast, right? This is Bob's Red Mill. We're also live on Instagram, on DivaYogi's Instagram. So
my popcorn, nutritional yeast. It's a good source of B vitamins, y'all. See that? Good source of B vitamins, 5 mils, cheesy potatoes.
yeah,
With popcorn, cheesy popcorn.
yeah. So what?
Grits.
Yes.
Grits. Scramble.
Yes. Tofu scramble.
Nutritional yeast.
And it goes a little bit goes a long way. Although unless you're making macaroni and cheese, then you gotta use a lot of it. Then you're putting a little bit of lemon juice.
Fresh. You see this?
Fresh lemon juice.
Fresh, not from concentrate.
Right.
Fresh lemon juice. You can see that it was freshly squeezed.
Yes. With my Goodwill find. Hello. I like cute containers.
Yes.
And then some avocado oil.
Okay. Well, avocado or any other oil.
Because this is a better source. You don't want to use rapeseed oil, or AKA vegetable oil. So we use about a half a cup. This is a very rich dish. Now, normally I would make my own cashew milk, but I was in a hurry. So, but if you do make your own cashew milk, you could just take cashews and 1 part cashews, 4 parts water, and a little pinch of salt, and blend that up, and that's it. You don't have to strain or anything. And you do prep your cashews by letting them soak overnight, or you put boiling water over them. If you're lastminute.com like I am.
Oh yeah, that I'd have to go with the boiling water.
Yeah,
over the cashew.
Yeah,
and I love cashew soup.
Yeah. So I also put turmeric.
Or turmeric, yes, turmeric, that coloring, the natural yellow coloring.
Yeah, so we get the natural yellow coloring from the turmeric, as well as the anti-inflammatory properties from that. This is some nice turmeric that I got from Harper Road. This big bag was $3.99. Yeah, buy your stuff in bulk, people. So our water is coming to a boil. We're going to put our noodles in shortly. We're putting a little salt and pepper into the sauce. So a little bit of Himalayan sea salts, as well as some black pepper. I've had this pepper shaker for almost 30 years. The old beer bottle. From
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
An old restaurant that I will not name. All right. And so we have avocado oil, potatoes, carrots, nutritional yeast, turmeric, if I haven't said that already. And we also need a nut milk, right? So I'm going to be right back, and I'm just going to talk to you for a second.
All right. Nut milk. Why a nut milk? Let's talk about the dairy. Cow's milk is animal milk in general can be or is known to be inflammatory. So if you feel that your sinuses flare up, or you got acne or mucus build up, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be because of milk. When I stopped consuming milk, all of those ailments went away. So we go with the nut milks, or like the oat milk. If some people are allergic to nuts, you can go with the oat milk. But right now you have the almond.
Yes. So fun fact, there's a whole grocery outlet vegan group on Facebook.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. And so I got this from the grocery outlet vegan something, right? So grocery outlet it's like the Marshalls of food. This was $1.99, y'all. $1.99. So at grocery outlet the other day. Put about a cup. Yes. Yes. They put about a cup of your milk inside. And also add a little bit of garlic powder to this as well. I know that some people, you know, you just do it to taste, right? And then you can also put some onion powder and cayenne pepper. Because I like those. And it's like, wow, little
Ooh, you like the
cayenne. Yeah.
pepper got the kick. You don't need a lot of that.
No, you don't. And again, this was also very inexpensive at the grocery outlet. All right, so then you just blend it. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to my blender and I'll be RB. So this is gonna be really loud.
Very loud. But when I put a whole 1 pound bag of the small shells in the water that was just boiling. Yeah, the spoon that's gonna burn that. How that spoon from here.
Stick whatever works.
We're working on the new one. And look, if you're gluten free, try gluten free pasta noodles. Around. I turned this on. It's a medium, right? It's I'm gonna say all right. Put your comments. Put in the comments your holiday favorite dishes. Have you had them veganized? I know I love vegan mac and cheese. Love it. Mashed potatoes, real simple. Just eliminate the cow's milk and the animal butter. There's all alternatives out there to substitute for the animal.
All right, so here is the macaroni sauce, cheese sauce. So if you see, it's a nice consistency. Not sure if y'all can see that. But you,
Oh yeah, look at that.
it's very nice and thick.
Oh yeah.
And then you just mix it all together. So our noodles are cooking.
Yeah.
And
Sure. That good?
All right. So the next thing is our mashed potatoes. Okay. Another one that's super easy. I use some red potatoes. Okay. Normally we have 10 pounds of this when everybody's coming over.
Oh, God.
Put a little bit of salt, pepper, and again, your nut milk. But something I love to put in is better than bouillon. Okay. So this is going to be on sale right now. If you're limited on space and you know, just budget. This is
The bouillon.
because it doesn't have, it's fresher. It has it's instead of being completely dehydrated, but it's literally called better than bouillon. So that's why it's called better than bouillon, because that's what they call it.
Because they said so.
Because they said so. So it is organic. It's about 4 something, and there are 38 servings in here.
Oh,
right?
good.
So you get a lot. Imagine 38 servings would be multiple containers. So again, if you're limited on space, or if you want to add flavor without the liquid, right?
Mm.
So that's what I'm going to do here in the mashed potatoes. Is I'm going to add some of this, about a teaspoon, so that we get the flavor, and then we use some. So if you want to just dump some of that in there.
Dump the lentils or dump the milk?
Dump them. Yeah.
Okay,
Just dump
come on.
them in there.
Just dump them. Okay, we doing eyeball thing.
We eyeballing it.
Okay,
Come on now.
let me know.
I got 4 eyeballs.
That good?
But we got 8 eyeballs between the two of
Want
us.
more of that?
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's for
good.
the consistency, right?
Yeah.
Some people like hard, some people like creamy, some people like in between.
So we have our avocado oil based plant butter. Now I will say people who some people are allergic to nuts. So there are butters that are oat based vegan butters. My nephew is allergic to nuts, so I have to be really mindful when I'm. So we have the vegans, the gluten-free people, the nut-free people, the pork-free people. So we're gonna put about a half a stick to. I think this is about 4 pounds of potatoes, and I just like to use
Masher.
an old-fashioned masher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we know what that
Old
is.
school, right? Again,
Oh,
take your space. Flips up. This is Paper Chef. I love Paper Chef.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some good products.
So normally what I would do is I would have this on the stove, and it would be heating up. And so it would be mashing and be hot, and the butter would melt. But this butter is actually melting pretty well, pretty easily. I used red potatoes today, but you can use any kind of potatoes that you want. Really, whatever's on sale, right?
Right. Potatoes aren't really that expensive. Unless you're getting a special. You're using the white potatoes, right? Some people use the red russet. Depends.
Yeah, these are red skin potatoes. Some people like to use a russet.
Oh, those are okay.
Although traditionally russet is more like a baked potato. And the skin is thicker. So when you bake potatoes, russet is the way to go because it's going to give you, because you have to cook it in the oven. You know what I mean? So
Right.
now these potatoes are going to be a different color because I added the vegetable broth to it. So it does have a tint to it. And so, yeah. So I'm just mashing these potatoes up. And it does take a minute, and it depends on how chunky you like them. So that's done. Easy, simple. All right. So we've made our macaroni and cheese sauce. Okay, using carrots, potatoes, nutritional yeast, and a nut milk. Very easy to do. All whole foods, especially if you've made your own cashew milk, right? Then we have our mashed potatoes. Again, we did dairy free by using almond milk. And we have our cranberry sauce cooking on the stove. And now we're going to make our lentil loaf. So lentils are very forgiving, right? And why would I say, oh, it's okay if you burn something a little bit or whatever? Because a lot of times when, especially if you're a beginner and you're doing the most, you might end up burning something.
Right.
Right. And I have a bad habit of burning something on high and leaving the room and going to do something else. Next thing you know, something's burnt. Right. So how do you remedy that? When you take, again, if you haven't overly cooked your lentils by burning the bottom, if it's black, it's bad. But if it's a little bit brown, it's okay. Make sure that when you are cooking your lentils, that when the water cooks down, that you really watch it and turn it down, because that's when it starts to stick to the bottom and burn. But that's how you know that it's almost done, when it starts sticking to the bottom. So here's your consistency. You want a little soft so that you can
Yes.
so that you can break it down. So the next thing we're going to do is saute our vegetables. So we have carrots, celery, garlic, bell pepper, red bell pepper.
Oh, I love it.
And some onion. So we're going to saute that on the stove. I believe the pot is heating up. Yeah, the pot. We're going to test our pot and make sure that so our pot is hot. We're going to put this fan on low. We get put a little oil. Now, there are some people that will actually steam fry their, so they'll use like a ceramic pan and steam fry their veggies. Because of a different flavor, and you're using less of the seed oils, right? So it's really a personal preference. I'm gonna put the stuff in. So you want to put the harder things in first because they take a while to cook. So I have I will share the recipe, the measurements with y'all later. Um, we have the onion. So you really want to make sure you cook these down because you don't want to. It's unpleasant to bite into something that is hard in the lentil boat. Okay, you want to make sure that you cook it down. Now this you do not do. If you get it a little brown, it's okay. Again, it adds to the flavor. Black burnt is not good, and it's actually not good for you to have the black. You know that's not good for you to have in your system. But cook it down. Carrots.
It's so colorful.
Just realized we blocking this. So you can see here, right? Have our veggies cooking.
Smells so good.
Right, vibrant. You smell the peppers and the carrots and the celery all having their own characteristics. This adds moisture. It adds a little sweetness, the savory, all the different flavors combined to give amazing. Just throw this back on here. All right, all right, so our cranberries are bubbling. So now I'm just gonna turn this off and leave it to sit. Okay. So that's gonna continue cooking on its own. All right, so we're sauteing these vegetables. Now, what you can do also, a little bit of salt, and it'll help to sweat your veggies. It'll help to pull the moisture out. So just a little salt. And by using fresh vegetables and things, I really should have an apron on. So here's a fun fact. My pants are
On the apron. And you can see the view. That's a great view. Look at that.
So Instagram. Here's the saute situation.
She's getting approval of this.
Now it is cooking down, and if you want to get it to cook a little bit faster, keep your eye on it, but you can cover it partially to heat it. Right? Especially if you have the fan running. Right? So now, while you're doing that, we have made some oat flour. How do you make oat flour? It's so easy, y'all. Literally, just make sure your blender is dry so it doesn't stick, and you literally just put your oats, just regular old-fashioned oats, in a blender. You can use steel cut oats too if you want. And you plug it in because that helps. Plugging it in.
Plug it in.
Plug it
Takes a
in.
fork.
That's it. How fast was that?
That wasn't even.
It wasn't even 10 seconds, right? It was so fast.
So fast.
Right? This thing is a lifesaver. You can blend your coffee in this thing. You can blend spices.
Baby bullet from my daughter when she was like that. We used to use the baby bullet for all her food.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was my mom had a grinder. She had to do like this. It was a mill that she had to use from.
So that's why you got so strong, huh?
Right.
Like,
We have our cooked lentils. Right now, before I add these things, I'm gonna mash the lentils down.
the noodles. The train there.
Actually, I'm not even gonna use the masher. I'm gonna use once you touch it to make sure it's done. It's so much. I mean the nigga.
Oh,
It's for- yeah. All right. So an immersion blender will help you. Gotta rinse it. Gotta rinse it off.
oh, immersion.
Yeah. So I actually got this from my friend Galanda before she moved to Africa. And so our immersion blender, we're only going to partially blend the lentils al dente.
Yeah, that's what
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're blending. All right. Just put it straight down. You don't have to completely blend it. You just partially blend it because a little body is good. All right.
reading is fundamental.
Yes, it is, coming out. Yes, it is. All right. Yeah.
Back here. Training.
You
Pasta.
can use gluten-free pasta. You can use any kind of shape. I recommend either a macaroni noodle or a shell. Those are the best ones. So we have our lentils that are cooked down that have been flavored with a vegetable bouillon. This gives you some flavor. Our vegetables are cooking. I'm gonna add a little garlic now. I wait to add the garlic because I don't want it to burn. The garlic doesn't taste the best.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that you do not want to burn. All right.
You need to run the water over your pasta. Some people do that. Some people don't. And you just put it back in the pot.
When I run the water over the pasta, it's because I'm gonna do like a cold pasta.
Okay.
Or if I'm gonna come back to it later.
Okay.
Right. So
So this is you just put back in the pot.
yeah. So now here's a little tip. This is not cooking as fast as I want it, right? I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in here.
Pasta's going back.
I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in here. And I'm gonna cover it up. And that's gonna help it to cook down. All right. So now we also need a flat egg, right? But flat egg is it helps to bind everything together. Then you have your omega-3s, your fiber, as well as a nice nutty flavor. Okay, so what you do with your flax egg is, so you're supposed to use brown flax seeds, right? So because of that, I'm actually going to grind up some of the flax seeds that I have here. Now, ideally, you would have whole flax seeds because that keeps them fresher longer. Once you grind them up, they start to release the oils and stuff. So you want to keep that. It keeps them fresher, and then keep them in the refrigerator. Also, keep them in the refrigerator. Boom, done. Right, and then I'm just gonna add water right to this container because then that's your flax egg. All right, just like any good chef, I don't measure anything. I just eyeball. So I just put enough to loosen it up. All right. Although I have been cooking for all my life, really, I'm 47. So I've been cooking for probably, I don't know, almost 40 years because I've probably been cooking since I was 10. All my life I had to cook.
I've been cooking all my life.
So you just let that sit, and as it sits, it gets thicker. right? So this thickness goes into your loaf to help hold it together, as well as your oat flour. So now I'm going to check on this. This is probably the longest thing to cook, but you really want to make sure you cook it down, because again, it's going to be unpleasant if you don't cook it down, because then you'll have the bite, they'll be biting into hard things. So make sure that make sure your lentils are completely cooked. Make sure your vegetables are completely cooked, because if they're not, it's gonna, your guests are gonna be mad at you for making them eat vegan food.
They gotta make that, and we gotta force them to do it. I just told them it's gonna be delicious and nutritious.
So I don't know, Naijha, now, do you have an integrated holiday dinner? Do you?
Well, we go to my husband's family's house, so, and none of them are vegan, so it's just myself, Greg, and Pia. So a lot of times they're asking stuff from the restaurant, the collard greens, the yams. The restaurant is the Land of Cook, so we'll bring collard greens, yams, and the ribs. Just to have that protein.
So you said what day? When y'all have my time? I'm over.
That's Thanksgiving Day. We go to we could go into his aunt's house. So his mother's sister, everybody converges at that house, and he cooks everything.
That's awesome.
Everything that you could think of, and all the cakes and stuff like that. And we just contribute a couple of the dishes, like the toppings and the yams, that type of stuff that people can relate to, resonate, and nothing outlandish, foreign to them. No.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like if we want to bring stuff from the store, like a lentil loaf or leather, then we'll bring that for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So here's what happens in my family. Okay. So there's about 3 or 4 of us who are vegan in our circle. And so what our family has done, as like I was saying earlier, is that anything that can be made vegan will be made vegan. So the greens, the mashed potatoes, the macaroni and cheese, they not budging on that. But we do 2 of those, 2 types. But there are a lot of vegan options, and what happens is they be eating all my food, yo.
Don't you hate that? Like you got a plethora, like it'd be a whole spread, and then all your stuff is gone. I'm like, wait a minute, you got all of this food, and then let me tell you, you got all of you got I'm not even to the carcasses on the table that
right.
They sacrifice their lives, and you right. That it's just
if you kill them.
Don't let's just start that if you're gonna do anyway, that's a whole nother speech.
Whatever. So one of the things to season this is you can actually, instead of buying individual herb things, right? Ideally you would have an herb garden, right? But weather changes, whatever, and all my herbs outside are pretty much gone, right? So we have the Italian herb mix. This is good because it's a mixture and you're not buying 5 different ones.
Oh, nice.
So this was $1.99.
Nice.
How many times do you people joke that the vegetable drawer is the hospice, the vegetable hospice. Have you ever heard of that?
I thought it was the lab, like the vegetable drawer is a hospice. Oh my god.
Yeah, for some people they will put their vegetables in the drawer and forget they exist.
What?
Yeah. So if you don't want to use fresh, you can use dried, of course. So you got to pick out to make sure you have a little bit of everything. So we have some rosemary, parsley, oregano.
And it smells good. You could smell the freshness.
Right. And so you have this left over. You can put in something else. You can make a tea out of it. You can put in your dehydrator. You don't have to use a lot. You want to stir that those vegetables up for me, please.
Over here.
In the saute pan.
Yeah, I gotta show y'all what's going on.
Yeah, you can slide it so they can see it. Yeah. So we're gonna pull this off. Don't chop up the rosemary stem, y'all. Don't be eating it before it's ready now.
Man, I eat this straight
I know, me too.
Put it on some, put those.
Right? Hey.
And then put some cheese on it. That would be my mac and cheese. Yeah.
Hey.
Got carrot oil.
It's so funny here.
This is so good. I like the colors. You gotta eat from the rainbow if you want to get all the
your eyes.
Eat the rainbow.
Yeah, all the antioxidants, eating rich colors. And you can eat as many vegetables as you want. In fact, it's going to your body will thank you. Nope. We're gonna mix.
That's extravaganza.
We're gonna mix that up in a minute. All right, so we have the herbs. We're gonna add the herbs to the loaf like this. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. All right. And then you can even put some of the herbs on top of your mashed potatoes.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna add the oat flour as well as the oatmeal. Put some of that on there. And we have the flax egg that is very stiff. This is too stiff. So what do? Add some water. I might add. Remember, when you're adding to something, you can always add a little bit more. But if you add too much, it's hard to recover from it. So take your time when you add. Yeah.
Oh, not so much pepper.
Yeah, make sure when you're salting things that you layer your salt. Right? You put at different stages, you layer, but don't put too much because not everybody has the same, you got people with high blood pressure and they can add their own salt. So we have a flax meal added. All right. And are the veggies done?
They look done to me. They look like they're ready to eat. I was about to eat some, but I forgot to be live. Oh, my mouth.
Listen, I mean, whatever you got to do. I can't see. I might see on the one. All right, yeah. Go ahead and just dump it into the. Now, so what you might do, this is because you might want to make this in advance, right? So if you are making it in advance, let it cool before you add the hot stuff to it, because you don't want to keep elevating the heat and lowering it. You don't want to keep making it go up and down. So you would cool the vegetables first, and then mix it together, and then put it in the fridge, and then you could just pop it in the oven. So that's like a pre, prepare.
Muchos colores.
But we're gonna cook this now. So go ahead and throw that in.
All of it. Half of it. I'm the sous chef. Okay?
I'm trying to remember.
Half.
Mama
Pat.
I it.
Just half, right? Let's start with half. I
Let's
usually just start with half and then.
The reason why I'm trying to remember if I put all of it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, put all of it.
You heard me. I said half. She said, "Oh, we're gonna do this thing." Mama Pat supposed to be coaching. I ain't see you in the picture in the video.
I'm sitting over there in her vegan skate party shirt.
I know, right? You ain't skating over there.
All right, so here we are. We got this beautiful mixture here. If you like the look of meat, I guess it's got a ground beef look to it. I ain't worried about all that because but it's colorful, right? This bowl, I bought this bowl from a church thrift store for $10. Oh, this is my favorite mixing bowl.
Get out.
You can bake in this bowl. So I could literally, I'm not going to, but I could literally bake the loaf in this thing. Y'all, I love gadgets and bowls and stuff. I have a giant bowl fetish, believe it or not. The best place to get your serving bowls is the Goodwill. because you can get these massive bowls for like $5, $4. You want to have fancy dishes and stuff. Just, yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a little oil in your pan so that it doesn't stick. And you spread it out in your loaf pan. So this is probably going to make 2 loaves. You can use a napkin to spread it around.
You're not gonna be this again now.
I
felt
yeah.
but that's important to the cleanup.
You cannot be on a cooking show and be a messy chef. They will have a big problem with you.
Yeah, you gotta clean up.
Y'all, we should do a vegan cooking competition.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
So depending on the
restaurant.
right.
Let's get that going.
So depending on the depth of your loaf, you can stop here. Right? You can stop here and let this be your loaf. But I'm just gonna dump this all in one because that's what I want to do. What's Tabitha say? That's my business.
That's your business. Exactly. That's your business.
So my mom would be proud of me for this particular comment. Right? So my spoon at this point has done all that it can do. But there's so much left in the pot. So you must get a spatula. When I make my body butter, my mother breaks the pan, so you can't even see anything left. And she'll be like, look how much you left. So you use your spatula to scrape all this goodness out of here because you don't want to waste this. This could be, watch how much I'm about to get out of it. Look at this. This is like,
Oh, I love it.
look at all this.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Right?
That's
That
a
would
whole
be a lot
serving
to
for
waste.
somebody. Yeah.
Right. That's a little serving for my niece Reagan. She's a year old. She eats everything. Right. So then what you do is you put this nice and flat. All right. If you're just tuning in, I am not ignoring a small child. That is my cat. She is 20 years old and ornery. Okay. My mom is when she cries, my mom will pet her and she'll stop. Okay. So your loaf, you use your spatula to flatten it down, right? And then you have this beautiful loaf. Okay. Stoneware is great because it helps to cook your food more evenly, and you'll have a nice crust on the outside of your dish. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna bake this in the oven for like an hour, but halfway through or near the end of it, you're gonna put this glaze on the top. This glaze is a combination of apple cider vinegar, maple syrup, and this simply tomato ketchup, right? So I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. I went and bought the ketchup this morning, and the ketchup that without the corn syrup in it was $5.99. The organic one was $7.99. I went for this one because the organic one was very expensive. There are things where I'll look and be like, okay, is organic that much more expensive? Okay, this is more affordable. All right, you gotta pick and choose your battles, right? Usually carrots, organic, so cheap, right? So that's it. This is gonna go in the oven and bake for an hour. Put the glaze on toward the end, right? You cover this up so it doesn't get dried out. Usually I'll stick just a cookie sheet on top, right? And then we're going to show y'all how to mix together macaroni and cheese.
It smells so good in here, man.
All right.
Michelle was hiding that cranberry. I had to show it off.
Yes.
Real cranberry. Even though I could deal with the canned ocean spray from, back in the PJ days.
You know what?
The jelly cranberry. But when I tried the real cranberry, oh, yay.
Your life is different if you do that, okay? So, again, cookie sheet on top of that. But next we're going to do, and please excuse us for the messy kitchen. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to mix together macaroni and cheese, but it doesn't take rocket science to do so.
You need to put this pot somewhere or dump
Um, reuse this thing. So we have our mashed potatoes. Now, normally this will be in a pot with a lid and all that, but whatever. We're doing our thing. So our cranberry sauce is done. Like I said, you can put this in a Vitamix or you can use the immersion blender. That way, you just mix it up right in the pot. All right. So, if you like something, be careful because this is hot and it will burn you. So don't lift it up too high. This will hurt you very badly if you do this wrong. So please be careful. Right? So that's it for that. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all over here. We have our cranberry sauce. Now, this is very runny right now, but as it cools, it will get thicker. Look at that. So what I like to do with this is I will serve it at room temperature. Sometimes I make it in advance and I put it in a mason jar and people just eat it out of the mason jar. That saves space as well. But this year, I have an extra special bowl that I'm going to use. I'm going to show you all my bowl.
join us.
Join right for this bowl. Look at my cranberry sauce bowl, Naijha.
Ooh. See, that's why she's the DivaYogi. Rolling like a diva.
This was $5 at the Goodwill.
Stop.
And I Google lensed it. Somebody was selling $400 because apparently this is rare, apparently. So the cranberry sauce, don't put hot cranberry sauce in dishes like this though, because it will break it, it will shatter it.
I learned a big lesson.
I learned the hard way.
Yeah. That I was trying to remember what happened. Like, why did it break?
Too hot. Yeah, too hot. So speaking of hot, here's another tip. Okay, this is always going to be vegan, but to make your house smell amazing and to have a great hot drink for your family, you take cinnamon sticks, fresh cinnamon sticks, so easy to get. International market, fresh cinnamon sticks, cloves, right? Somebody was saying that cloves, I don't know this for sure, but it helps with feminine health. So Google that.
It's coming in.
And fresh ginger, right? So you put this, dump. Right now, all the apple cider is local, right? Dump it in a slow cooker. Put a little ginger. Come smell it. You smell it? That smells amazing.
I love me some ocean spray. All right, Patty.
So
That's Pat. That's you.
Hey.
I love me some ocean spray. Putting it on the stage.
Hey. So my children and my nieces and nephews actually look for this now. They like, are you gonna make hot apple cider? So I keep this on hand. We made our lentil loaf is in the oven, macaroni and cheese. We make this. Did you? Oh my God.
What do you need me?
I was gonna use a bowl, but whatever. We don't.
This bowl?
No, it's across the room. We're not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna use this bowl. It's another one of my Goodwill bowls. If you go to the Goodwill looking for a bowl, you're not gonna find it because I took them all.
Oh, look at that. You need a spoon, right?
Yes.
This wooden spoon or the spatula?
Spatula would be great. Thank you. This, if you don't have one, get one.
Yeah, look at that. Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
So I like the shell noodles. Now I will say, don't let this sit, okay? You kind of have to, because it'll soak up the sauce. So you want to make sure that
Eat it.
make sure you mix it up and serve it. But if it does dry up a little bit, you can always add a little more milk to it. Okay, y'all ready for this?
Woo!
Y'all ready?
Are you ready?
What?
Yeah. Ow.
Look at that.
Love it. Oh my God. What you mean? Tell me they hating on the mac and cheese? They
Listen,
ain't with it.
in my
I'm
house,
gonna have me a little bowl of that. What's a bowl of that?
when I make this macaroni and cheese, this is only 1 pound, but I normally make 2 pounds because I told y'all the non-vegans will eat up my food. I'll be sitting there with no food and they got their food. I'm like, come on now. Why are y'all eating up all my food? I'm happy though. I'm secretly happy. Macaroni in a pot. How macaroni and top song though?
I didn't have no macaroni in a pot. I had Kraft and all that when I was growing up. Mom used to make baked mac and cheese, old school homemade baked mac and cheese with the eggs and all that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But look
y'all
at this.
introducing me to this world.
So if you don't
this
want
ain't
it,
the right bowl.
we have it as a taster bowl. All right. So if you don't like the consistency of this, right?
This is creamy.
It is creamy and cheesy. If you want it to be a little thinner, you like it?
What? This is not.
But can you show them it has pull? There is no, it has the cheesy pull thing happening.
And just do the mac and cheese.
I don't know.
Mac and cheese.
What's the mac and cheese dance? All right. So now we made mac and cheese. We made lentil loaf. I believe her. You know how sometimes people be on shows and acting like they
I'm
not
continuing to eat it.
All right.
It's good. If it was bad, I won't be eating it this way.
So,
Going down when you're not around,
baby. All right. So we have made mashed potatoes, cider, lentil loaf, cranberry sauce. We are missing the string beans, okay? Let's tell you about the string beans.
Okay, let's cut off the last time.
I'm gonna tell y'all how to make it. I'm gonna tell you how to make them though.
That's the favorite. Who's this? And it's already vegan. Without the smoked turkey and all that other stuff. It's already vegan. Just season it. Season it.
No, it was gonna be all day. Just take some frozen string beans. Slice some onions with a mandolin.
Don't let
you
say that.
What with the fresh and frozen string beans? Listen, if you're going to the land,
go ahead. Greg would be like,
listen, you can make all this other stuff. I got organic whole string beans from grocery outlet. Grocery outlet owe me $5 or something because I done put them on. Listen, these were very affordable for a big bag. Use a mandolin to slice up your onions because it gives it a beautiful, nice, and put the onions, the string beans, a little bit of the bouillon in there. And if you want a smoky flavor, you can use liquid smoke. Some people like that, that replacement for the smoked turkey leg or whatever. But I'll tell you what Vinny said, right? Remember what Vinny said years ago? People put vegetables on their meat to make their meat taste good.
Exactly.
Right? So the reason why you don't like the
herbs
meat itself, it's the herbs
and the spices and stuff
that we put on the meat that makes it taste good.
Recipes, please, for lentil loaf and mac and cheese. Yes.
It's coming.
We got you, Miss Fat.
Yes, it's coming.
Straight from the kitchen of your own house. Okay.
Just come eat.
You want me to make you a plate, Miss Pat?
So now, what was the other thing? Oh, here's something else I wanted to tell you about that I'm not actually making, right? This is so easy and it's not healthy. Whatever. Okay. You got your spice cake. You got your fresh, well, not fresh, but your canned pumpkin. Plain. Don't get the pumpkin pie one. Get the canned plain pumpkin. Mix this together and bake it in the oven in a muffin pan, and you will have pumpkin spice cake. Then you take a just a little bit of make you a glaze and some walnuts. Is that a potato? Naijha, like I ain't playing with you. I'm hungry.
Oh, sorry.
You good, right? So here's another tip, right? If you want to make a cranberry sauce extra special, and cranberry sauce by itself is amazing, right? You can add fresh pineapple, cut it up, put it in a blender, and blend it together with the cranberry sauce, banging. Or you can put blueberries and make blueberry cranberry sauce.
I love blueberries. I love them.
And the color is gorgeous.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine the taste with the combined. See, y'all playing around.
Then the last thing we have that we didn't have time for today, because we've been on here for an hour already, is the yams. And my mom normally
hours to spare.
we're gonna be on here for 2.
So 3 hours.
I'm gonna she told me all the way off. So my mom, who is egging Naijha on right now.
I think you're supposed to be in the video.
Right.
In the video.
You should come say hi.
Hi.
Okay. And she normally makes the candy yams. All you gotta do to make candy yams is trade out conventional butter for vegan butter, and that's it. Just make it the same way. Maybe put a little less sugar on it, because I saw a video where like the whole top of the yams was completely covered in white sugar. So we use a raw sugar.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Or you can use agave. You know, be mindful.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, if you got a sugar issue, cardamom on top of a baked sweet potato is amazing as well. You don't have to put a bunch of sugar. Yeah, with a little bit of vegan butter, or agave.
Damn sense.
Or she cussing in my kitchen.
I will be talking about that tomorrow evening. So that's a whole. Just follow me. Eat like you got some sense, because you only got one body. Your spirit will live on, but your body, and you might, if you live 100 years, your body, you don't know how long you're gonna live. So take care of your body and eat like you got some sense.
Yes. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, we have anything else that...
No, look, it's World Vegan Month. Even if you consume one dish this month during the Thanksgiving holiday, whether it's your string beans or mac and cheese or lentil, one dish at the family table makes a difference. Try it.
And don't be scared. Your family is going to love it.
Man, I got to put this on.
Don't be scared, because your family is going to love it, y'all. They will, trust me. My family they love
the kids love this.
Yeah.
The shells too. This is like Children's Veg Fest, y'all. Children's Veg Fest. Children's Veg Fest. Candy yams. You know, be conscious about the sugar. Like Michelle said, too much sugar and your kids' teeth falling out. You don't know why, but you know, chill out on the sugar. All right, affects your brain and your thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll let Michelle close it out.
All right, so I feel like we should say grace or something.
Oh man, I ate without saying grace. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Lord. Dear God,
hold your stomach. Your belly, just bless it over your body. So honestly, though, prayer is something that is I strongly recommend before you eat, because it actually calms your nervous system and you digest food better when your nervous system is calm. When you're upset, try not to eat. Right? A lot of people actually eat. They call it stress eating. That's actually really bad for you, because your food is not going to digest properly, because all of your energy is going towards dealing with the stress. So when you sit down and you say grace and you breathe, even if you, whatever your faith is, just take 10 deep breaths and show gratitude. It changes giving. Happy Chris Kwanzaa, Shalom, all of that stuff. Peace and love, y'all. Food is medicine, self-care is healthcare.
Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are, on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are birth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.